Hello, I'm John Tanner, Editor-in-Chief for Telekom Asia. Joining me now is Mohamed Asri Jaafar. He's the Vice President for Product Marketing and Operations for the Global and Wholesale Division of Telekom Malaysia. Asri, thank you very much for joining us. Let's start with the state of play in the Asia-Pacific telecom carrier market. Where are we?
Carriers are kind of competing between one to another to achieve their goals and meeting customer demand. So what is going to happen is that we need to equip ourselves with the latest technologies, and then we need to work well with the governments and regulatory in each of the countries. And then also we need to understand what are there for us to serve for the customers. This is very important for us to achieve what needed to be delivered to the end customers. So this is very important for us, and the landscape is really big. And then this is kind of the areas where people are coming and then try to get their goals into this Asia Pacific market. And then we believe that Asia Pacific will be becoming always as a center of growth for any carriers in the world. They are coming here, and then they are trying to strengthen their positions and then grab the markets. And then I believe that Asia Pacific is really important for anyone who want to build and to get their business stronger in the region.
So clearly there's a lot of potential in the Asia-Pacific telecoms market, but what has to happen for the region to reach its full potential?
I think what is important is, of course, the stability in terms of the political. That is one of the most important. Then we see where when political is not stable, and then it creates a lot of other sensitive issues that will give a lot of other problems to the industry. And economic, of course, is the one of the major things that always the key for this growth. And then all these factors will becoming very key and important for the region itself, and also the understanding from each and individual government in terms of supporting carriers, in terms of supporting all the needs for the investors to come in and put their money. And this is kind of rules that all parties need to play in order for us to grab the stuff correctly.
So how is ASEAN a key factor for driving regional growth?
ASEAN, as we see that, is very key because of its population itself, with 600 million populations in Asia, to which that, I mean in ASEAN, to which that is much bigger than North America and probably EU itself. And then we believe that with this strong demand contributed by these peoples, and then it will create very strong needs in terms of all the carriers to provide or all the carriers to sell their facilities in this region. And we believe that ASEAN will becoming one of the major and always become the key in Asia Pacific itself, and then of course in terms of the world. And then ASEAN will always be like ladies to be tackled, you know. So this is really important in terms of ASEAN position itself.
So what role should telecom operators play in driving regional growth?
Actually, when we talk about the rules, it means that the understanding in terms of the vertical markets, what actually needed to be conveyed or delivered to end customers. These are the roles that we need to play in terms of understanding and then creating the right services in order for us to achieve an acceptable in all vertical that we serve. As we know for the fact that technology changes from very fast from past few years until now, and even we probably look highly in terms of the new things that coming in the future, and acceptables or acceptance in terms of where we are moving towards the new technologies and understanding by also regulatory in terms of what carriers need in their particular countries, very important. It becomes the roles to everyone to achieve their end destinations.